Hey everybody, welcome back to No Stone Face Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here watching some jobless reincarnation. We got some comments here today, so let's see what people got to say. We got Kevin Cawthon from the Patreon for a letter of invitation saying, regarding your discussion on my comment from last episode, mainly about the timelines and Rudy's age and stuff, so I did some quick Googling, which is always risky being an anime-only scrub like me, and here's what I found. No spoilers, don't worry. Rudy was 12 to 13 at the end of season 1 and 13 at the beginning of season 2. He was partying with Sarah's party for 1 year. So my comment about him avoiding relationships for years was incorrect, as it was only around a year and a half. But the point of my comment wasn't necessarily the length of time, even though I did emphasize the word years. That's my bad. The point of that sentence was to relay that Rudy was actively avoiding getting to know people because of the Eris incident. Anywho, on to the episode. Since I already did the Googling here, here's the time scale for this episode. Rudy was with Soldat's party for 1 year, from when he met Elnaise. Is that how you spell her name? Elenalise,
Well,
I
yes,
guess
that
would
would be
actually
how
be the
you
way.
spell the name, yes.
Sorry. To when they both left for university is about 4 months. My cursor was over that. He was waiting out the winter. The journey to Ranoa doesn't take too long, few months, and he arrives at Ranoa 15 years plus some months old. The light novel does the timeline a bit differently here, apparently, but from what I've read, the above is how it happens in the anime. I think that's a pretty good, concise setup for everything that's happened there.
I think we had that whole debate about the number of years, and then we based some of that debate on what the commenter here said. So,
hmm I mean, like, I was trying to argue for what he was saying, which is that, like, yeah, time has passed. The exact amount of time maybe doesn't matter, but he is avoiding all the relationships.
uh, you're taking the first come, first serve method of argument, huh?
Exactly.
Because despite you saying
I
that,
have won by taking the first move.
well, no, because despite you saying that, what they've just said here is entirely what my argument was. So,
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, we have our official timeline. He is 15 and he's kind of looking it now.
well, I mean, he was already 15, wasn't he?
He is now, like, back at the start of the season, that would have been like 2.5 years.
Remember when he was hooking up with Eris? He was doing that because it finally had fulfilled the obligation for what she had done at his previous birthday when she says, give you 5 more years. So,
Apparently he was 12 to 13 at that point. So the answer is nope, they just totally didn't bother thinking about that and they just did it because they felt like it.
I don't believe you.
Hear that? He doesn't believe you, Calvin. Get him. Get him with the knives. Hey, I mean, this is just what the information says. Anime says 12 to 13,
No,
and
the
that it
anime doesn't
didn't
say
line up
numbers.
that way.
The anime doesn't say numbers. Well, the anime hasn't spoken us numbers out loud. The manga might. So you
I
can't
trust
say.
our dedicated researchers in the comments.
You might remember that our dedicated commenter is also anime only. So,
Yeah. So I think it all checks out to me, at least. I'm good with it. So I think with that, let's go ahead and go over to the recap where last time was the letter of invitation, where after 2 years of adventuring with Soldat, Rudeus is no closer to finding his mother or curing his impotence, but the sudden arrival of a seductive elf and an unexpected offer could send his life off in a whole new direction. So yeah, no, we have Rudeus and Elinaise hanging out now. Uh, Generally kind of just associating with each other. I'm not sure how they actually feel about each other at this point. What are your takes on that?
well, I'm still wondering where the dwarf and Roxy went off to. Because they were traveling as a group before.
I think they went out specifically to go ahead and find Zenith. That's the information that Elinaise brought.
You mean Zenith?
Yeah, Zenith, sorry.
I don't know. I don't know what the pronunciation is. I'm just going. It's been so long since we've seen her. But also, then why didn't she go?
Yeah, just to go tell Rudeus, I guess, just to go catch up. And maybe because they disliked her the most.
She didn't know where Rudeus was. You're saying she split off from the party to go tell Rudeus a thing, but first had to figure out where the fuck Rudeus was?
maybe it was less of a voluntary leaving. This is just what she decided to do afterwards. Again, maybe the other two didn't like her all that much.
That seems unlikely.
Mm, I don't know. I'm trying to like build up an idea in my head. Like
No, I got that.
last time
That
we were
seemed
talking about
evidence.
there's something up with her. We don't know what it is yet, and we're gonna find out.
I don't know. You make that sound more ominous than it actually is. When I say something's up with her, I just mean in general. Like,
Oh yeah.
when you say something's up with her, I mean, I feel like you're talking like Flay from Gundam Seed. When I say something's up with her, I just mean that girl ain't right. You know, I'm talking like
Yeah,
Bobby Hill.
yeah, here we're just talking about like internal trauma at this point, right? Stuff she hasn't relayed to anyone, but is clearly affecting her actions.
I don't know.
Some,
That's a bit far too for me. I don't.
yeah.
That's not where I'm taking her either.
Fair enough, fair enough. But we also had the human god return and put Rudeus onto the path of going to school. So even in this universe, he needs a parent to come by and grumpily tell him to actually get up and get to school.
They said he'll learn more there than he would as an adventurer, and if he
Mhm.
doesn't go there, he won't cure his impotence.
Right. The human god is also obviously putting him on this so that he figures out what was up with the portal storm, essentially. What were they calling the incident again? Just teleportation accident or what? They said something last time,
I
and I can't
don't
remember what
remember.
it was.
I don't
Yeah,
remember what they calling it.
I'm gonna go Half-Life and say portal storm then.
I'm pretty sure that's not it.
It totally isn't, but that's the seems to be the motivation for human god pushing him to go there. And of course, I think in the back of our own minds we were talking about human god preparing him to go and fight other people. Like that seems like a thing that's happening. So going to school and learning more about magic
I
seems
don't think we talked about that. I
no,
don't think
well,
that was
maybe
brought
it was
up
just my
last
own
time.
brain. Maybe I'm expecting like this big conflict that he is being prepared for, and he has no idea what it is because he can't be told what it is.
I
Otherwise, it
think
affects his
I
actions.
think you're doing a thing of we should talk about this because it's an idea I have, and they are introducing it as though we've already talked about it.
Are you telling me you didn't read my brain already? Why did you just activate your brain scan theta? Everyone has one of
I've
those.
been talking to you via your brain this whole time.
Yeah.
You just keep not talking to me, so I keep verbally responding.
Understand my thoughts, Theta. Hear them now.
Why
I
would
have a
why would
conspiracy.
you say something so racist?
So, I think that more or less covers the recap. Rudeus has basically just dedicated to going to school, and now he is here. So, Theta, I think with that, what are your thoughts?
I've spoken them out loud to you. You're
Oh,
not
you don't have
getting
any
my
more?
mental ones.
Well, for the sake of the audience, through the medium of video recording on YouTube, how would you express what are your thoughts, Sergeant? Now that I already know what they are.
Well, again, I've already expressed them to you.
Okay. So, no thoughts for today, then. Got it. Not for the audience, anyway, just for us. Got it. So, I think in that case, let's just go ahead and watch and see Rudeus go to school. So, if you want to go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm, help us out a lot. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can go ahead and follow us over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all support the channel, just a little bit extra.
Click the link down below. Join the Discord. Let us know what your fighting style would be if you were in the world of. We don't know the name of the world. But if you were in this world,
やっと着きましたね。まったくですわ。道中殿方との出会いもままなりませんでしたし。
so we know what she's about, but not why she's about it.
Girls have one thing on their mind, and it's disgusting. Profit.
The lost city of Atlantis.
では、例のジーナスさんという方のところに行ってきます。エリナリゼさんはどうします？
You know what I'll do.
なんで？魔術に興味あるんですか？いいえ、ルーデスぐらいの年の子に興味が
That is not a thing you want to have.
あ、そう。
旅の途中で分かったのだが。
I've been a boy that age. They're terrible. Don't be one.
どうやら定期的に男と交尾しなければ死亡する。
Oh, so it's a curse.
Okay,
あ、行きますか。
literal magic. Got it. Unless that's a lie.
We've experienced other people who have curses, so to
Mhm.
say that she's cursed doesn't say to me that it's a lie.
Right, it's not impossible, but
I'm
people
confused.
could
Are we getting
still
an
lie
actual
about their
opening?
trauma.
Are we getting an
Yeah.
actual... We don't get openings in this show, Griff.
Yeah, what is up? Or it's just him dreaming, never mind.
Well,
They
it
almost
felt like...
tricked us.
Well, it felt like an opening for a second.
Wait, no, it is act, maybe. Because he has
It's
he has
hard
the
to
uniform
tell.
now.
No, this is an opening.
Yeah, oh my gosh. It's changed, Theta. I'm not used to change. It's scary.
Wait, we've got an opening before, haven't we? Or wait, no, wait, I'm
Not-
confused. I swear we've seen him, what's his name, caressing the statue before.
I think we may have literally seen that inside of an episode.
I mean, some of these are memories, so...
Yeah.
Oh, it's that bird from Gundam Seed.
Birdie's here, hey. This episode, Rudeus gets a Gundam.
It even
I'm
flew
down
out into
for it.
space like Birdie does.
はじめまして、ルーデウス・グレイラットです。私はエリナリーゼ・ドラゴンロード、ルーデウスのパーティーメンバーですわ。
まさかこんなに早く来ていただけるとは思いませんでした。
まあ、ある人の勧めでして。
ある人、ああ、ロキシーですね。
さんをつけろよ、デコスケ野郎。
それで来てくださったということは、大学に在籍していただけると？
学びたい
You
こ
have the
と、
money?
調べたいことをやりたいこと。
He's getting in for free on reputation alone.
I'm just anticipating a thing going wrong.
You see, the tuition is free, but you're gonna have to pay for the books, the uniform, and board.
試験ですか？随分と建物の数が多いですよね。そんなに生徒がいるんですか？
ラノア魔法大学は一般的な魔術学校とは違い、魔術以外の学問に関する
Aha, I was right.
を行っているのです。
It is just a full-on university.
精神的な病に対する医学を教えているかもあったりするんですか？
医学に関してはありませんが、ですが治癒魔術や解毒魔術の授業はもちろん、呪いに関する研究も行われています。
Do you think he's cursed?
お知り合いに病気の方がおられる
Literally cursed?
まあ、そんな
I wanna say no.
なるほど。それで治療の研究のためにこちらにいらしたということですか。ご立派です。
それで僕は何をすればいいんですか？
ルーデウスさんは無影響魔術の使い手と聞いています。それを見せてもらいましょう。実は我が校にも一人無影響魔術を使える子がいるんですよ。
Her name is
我
Fitz.
が校きっての天才、フィッツ。
There we go.
Oh.
We saw them here, so of course, who else would it be? Now, do they recognize each other?
は
Yes.
じめまして、ルーデス・グレイラットです。何事もなければ来期からあなたの後輩になります。何か至らないところがあればご指導ご鞭達のほどお願いします。はい。
Me correct you?
です。よろしく。
試験は模擬戦にします。基本的には無影響魔術を使っていただく形で。
わかりました。
あれこれもしかして負けたら普通に授業料
Feels like using the staff is a bit of a cheat, considering we know how high level it is.
あの杖
では、始め。
Alright, he's slowly piecing it together.
あれ、なんで？さて、なんででしょう。
Drills. That's Gurlock and jumped in my hind.
今のどうやってやったの？ ディスタブマジックという魔術です。知りませんか？
まずい。もしかして先輩のメンツを潰してしまっただろうか。
Sir, I don't think there's anything we can teach you here.
Well, you figured out the main key to disrupting magic. That was actually taboo and illegal. You're now under arrest.
柔らかい。剣とか持ったことがないんだろうか。
I love that too.
本日のお礼
It's a callback.
後日きっちりとさせていただきます。
Every time Rudeus meets Sylphie and doesn't know who she is, she thinks he's a man.
大学の寮で暮らすこととなった。
Oh, we're gonna have like Zach Brannigan moments like, oh, I'm so glad
基本
you're
的に特別
you're
性
not
は
a man.
学費免
My
除
feelings are getting so
場合によっては授
confusing.
業も免除。月に一度のホームルームにさえ出席すれば、基本的に校内で何をするのも自由。ただし、敷地外での出来事に関しては自己責任だそうだ。生徒と名はついているが、研究員に近いのかもしれない。
Freeform study. Well, at least he's used to it.
どう？似合います？
Ah, the fan service.
The first question would be, how did you get in? And then the second answer would be, who did you get in?
でもそれだと寒いんじゃありませんの？
太ももまである靴下を履けばいいじゃないですか。
なるほど、さすがルーデウス、天才ですわね。
生徒会長より新入生への言葉。
Well, at least these two have crossed paths now.
この間
These two
ルーデウス
parties,
が
I
泣
mean.
かせた子じゃありませんの？
Yeah, slowly come together.
泣かせてはいませんよ。
静まれ、アリエル様がお話になる。
いい男。
なんかあいつパウロに似てるな。
どうぞ、アリエル様。
I don't see it.
私はアリエル・アネモイ・アスラ。アスラ王国第二王女にして魔法大学の生徒会を束ねるものです。
You know, I'm gonna call it Random Son of Paul.
世界中各地からこのラノア魔法大学に集まりました。
I mean, that's possible. I don't see the Paul connection, but that's possible, what you just said.
様々な種族が存在しています。言葉の壁や文化の違いに戸惑う方もいるでしょう。ですが、種族が違うから、言葉が違うからといって忌避したり、ましてや差別したりなどはもってのほかです。ここは
This feels like one of those speeches you wouldn't give unless you had to because of something happened. You know, like, we didn't have to make this rule, but somebody tried to take a bath with their toaster, so now we had to.
あれがカリスマってやつか。
ようこそラノア魔法大学へ。
But yeah, no, it's
良き学生
it's exactly what it needs to be. So now that that's done, time to get you all sorted into your houses. Get out the
し
hat.
まった。あの先輩に試験のお礼をするのを忘れていた。もしかして根に持っているのか？
Well, I'm sure he'd certainly like to. If he had something to do with.
失礼します。
I recognize at least the backs of one of those heads. There he is.
Can I get a boot cleaning?
師匠、世のことをお忘れですか？ザノバでございます。
ああ、覚えていますよ。
Making friends already.
まだ弟子よ、怖いから話してください。
お元気でしたか、師匠？
あ、殿下もお元気そうで何よりです。
気に食わないにゃ。
No, that's the fan service, Griff.
Yeah.
リニア殿、このお方は以前話していた世の師匠で。
そいつ連れてこいにゃ。
なんだろう。
Is
もしかしてこいつ。
yeah, is he getting bullied?
ザノバってか
How?
なり強
He
か
can
った
rip people in half with his bare hands.
どうもはじめまして、ルーデウス・グレイラットです。
He's been inches away from willingly killing people
こ
before.
ういう相手は下手に出るに限る。そして極力関わらないようにするのだ。
ほう、素直なやつは嫌いじゃにゃ。
I guess she's probably just being sassy. And an upperclassman.
Wait, do we meet?
Yes, we know him.
No, I mean, do we meet
だ
her?
ったらしい。しかもデュエスの娘。そういえば長女の方は留学中って話だったが、ここだったのか。
I mean, he could also kill you if you fuck with this, so...
100%. What? Do you have a bucket of fried chicken, ma'am?
Why not? Oh, she has a bag
you-
of fried
Are you
chicken.
sharing with the class?
ブルセナさん、いい名前ですね。よろしくお願いします。何なの？
It's weird to get a speech about not making fun of people from other species, and then have these two being better than everybody else. Unless the
It was
speech
for
was
them,
aimed
only for
at
the humans.
yeah.
以後お見知りおきを。
I was about to go on and said it in one sentence.
クリフ・グリモル
And here's him
Hey, welcome back, Cliff.
from the OVA or whatever you call it.
Just wait until he figures out who you are.
すでに攻撃魔術は全属性上級まで習得した。治癒も解毒も進撃も上級だ。結界は初級だがすぐ中級になる。
それは本当にすごいですね。
調子に乗るなよ。お前は魔術だけじゃなく剣術も使うんだろ。
ええ、まあたしなむ程度ですが。誰から聞いたんですか？僕が剣術を使う。
Your girlfriend.
Yeah.
エリスさんだ。
エリス。彼女もこの学校に？
いるわけないだろ。
そりゃそうか。あのエリスが今さら学校なんて行くはずないもんな。
I mean, technically,
と
why
彼
not?
女とどこで会ったんですか？
I met her in Nunya. None of your
あ
business.
とはサイレント殿ですか。ただ今日は来るかどうか。
授業に出てないんですか？
はい。彼女は授業も月1のホームルームも免除されておりまして、普段は自分の研究室にこもっている
Oh,
よ
I
うです。
assume she'd just be wherever the princess
特
was.
別生ですし、やっぱりすごい人なんでしょうかね。
I guess this is a nice way of introducing all these school characters we'd really have to keep track of, though.
I mean, maybe this is
nice.
why we got an opening. This
Yeah.
is basically just a whole new season.
Whole new series.
What was that guy doing?
Getting
They
his,
don't-
like pics?
No, they don't remember because they don't teach mundane medicine. He said.
Maybe they still have a doctor on staff.
Why, when you've got magic?
俺のあれがビッグになるには
This is a magic school.
一刀両の転移事件について調べろって話だったが。
Okay, this just mass teleportation is what they were calling it. Okay.
どこから手をつけていいのやら。
Time to invent the Dewey Decimal System.
先日は申し訳ありませんでした。僕の浅はかな行動で先輩の顔を潰すようなことになってしまいました。いずれ菓子折りでも持って挨拶にでも出向こう。
いいよ、頭を上げてる。ルーデウス君だっけ？
Oh, she's gonna keep up the illusion.
Well, I think she has to.
何に？
Right, right.
転移事件です。
転移事件を？なんで？
僕もアスラ王国のフィットアリオに住んでいましてね。例の転移事件でマ大陸まで飛ばされました。
マ大陸？
ええ、帰ってくるのに3年もかかりました。その間に家族は見つかったようですが、まだ幼馴染が一人どこにいるかわからないんです。
もしかしてそれを調べるためにこの学校に？
そうです。
Oh, how are you gonna ruin this, Rudeus? You're doing great.
Yeah. Bring up your erectile dysfunction to your childhood
事
friend.
件について調べたいというのも嘘ではない。
そっか、やっぱりすごいや。僕はもう行くよ。ルーデウス君またね。
はい、また。
They really should make those bridges a little bit wider.
転移についてならアニマス著の転移の迷宮探索記を読むといいよ。物語形式だけどわかりやすく。
Isn't that where his mother's at?
ありがとうございます。
Yes, it is actually.
But she doesn't know. She just randomly suggested the exact book you need to read.
誤解していたが、実はいい人なのかもしれない。
Ah, falling for her all over
留
again.
学されてきたんですね。
はい日々を土魔術の訓練に費やしております
I think that's a rock, but it looks like a chicken nugget.
一緒に人形を作り
Well,
ま
it's
しょう。
obviously food.
はい
Yeah, okay, it was.
この学校だと
You
天
just
下が
saw
先輩
fried
になるんで
chicken
すね。
earlier. It looks exactly the same.
天下や先輩などとは呼ばないでくだ
Look,
さい
if I can learn magic and get fried chicken, I'd be happy.
ザノバ。
はい師匠
Time to get bullied.
確かフィッツの
No, he's the bodyguard dude, isn't he?
はじめまして、ルーデウス・グレイラットです。本日からこの学校でお世話になります。よろしくお願いします、先輩。
ああ知ってるよフィッツから聞いた
Yeah, see?
物忘れ
Yeah, you said look like Paul.
物忘れ俺が何を忘れているというの
でお前は俺の名前知ってるのか
すいません。よろしければお名前を聞かせてもらえますか。
そうか眼中にないかそうだよな
Ah, failing already.
そのことは
ルーク・ノトス・グレイラットだ
Your cousin.
ノトスって確かパウロの実家のってことはあいつ俺のいとこか
But Paul never talked about that side.
奴はアスラ王国の上級貴族
Oh, no, because you remember what's his name? Eris's dad told him to hide the fact he was even a greyrat, so...
アリエル王女ってアスラの第二王女ですよね。
But hey, that I guess this confirms
なん
it.
でも王位継承争いに敗れたとかで留学を名目に逃げてきたそうですその彼女を守るのが先ほどの守護騎士ルーク・ノトス・グレイラットなんでも万が一王位継承争いに復帰した時の保険だとかそしてもう一人の護衛が無言のフィッツ彼は凄腕の無影小術師ですが白髪のエルフということ以外は一切
I don't know, I was hoping that you would know more about him, and that's how Rudeus would find out.
Nope, just not even thinking about it, just
再び
enjoying
図書館で
lunch.
本を読んでいたらすっかり遅くなってしまった調べ物をするにしても
I guess it'd be different if he was wearing the necklace on the outside.
白いだが雪ではない
I thought for a second it was that elf girl's. And it's her way of indicating he should
えっと、
come
お
talk.
待たせしましたよ。
Ah, right back to the anime.
I guess this is one way of, putting him down a peg.
Time to get your ass beat.
変態のクズが
ちょっと待ってください。僕は何もしていません。
何もしていないじゃあその手に持ってるのは何なんだいそれアリエル様の下着じゃないか
Problematically, if they beat the crap out of him, they're gonna find he has a second pair of panties on him that he can't explain.
Oh yeah, no. Oh right, this is right back to his original school days.
ちょ、待ってごめん、その下着僕が干そうとして落としちゃったんだ。彼は拾ってくれただけなんだよ。
もしそうだとしても話すことはできないねこいつはこんな時間にこんなところを歩いていたんだ
Wait,
I guess maybe that's her plan to indicate to him that she's a girl and not a guy after,
彼
because
はま
he
だ
keeps
新入
saying.
生で寮の細かいルールを知らないんだ。見逃してあげてほしい。
あの無口なフィッツ様がここまで弁護してるんだ本当のことなんだろうよけどそれとこれとは別の話だ
It's just got special
こいつが寮の
exceptions.
決まりを破ったのは事実だから見せしめとして罰は受けてもらうよ
彼は悪くないと言っているだろう。いいからその手を離せ。
フィッツ様
それともここにいる全員
Still calling him Mister, even though you're
Yeah.
holding his panties.
No one knows.
分かったよ次は容赦しないからね
まったくゴリアーデさんは人の話を聞かないんだから。ごめん、
僕が下着を落としたからこんなことになっちゃって。
いいえ、先輩は悪くありません。助かりました。先輩が助けてくれなければどうなることかと。
いいんだよ。当然のことをしたまでだから。
当然のことか。試験のこともあったのに公平な立場で俺の味方をしてくれて、なんて人格者だ。
Still think it's a guy.
Yeah.
I guess you're just thinking you're washing some girl's clothes?
敬意を込めてそう呼ばせてもらおう。
フィッツ先輩、本当にありがとうございました。
Why
ルーデウス君にお礼を
do you
言われるなんて
think
おかしな感じだね。
she had panties?
どうしてそう思うんですか？
Oh, it's gotta get revealed here. Come on. Sylv, don't just tease him all day.
内緒。
I say it's gotta be super annoying that every time the guy you're infatuated meets you, he
Mhm.
thinks you're a guy.
Has no idea who you are, and yet he's still falling for you. Oh, Sylva's just having fun now.
Well, I
think
don't
I'm
know that
happy
he's
with
falling
this.
for her. I think he's just a little embarrassed there. It's just the fact that you can drop your panties in front of him, and he still thinks you're a guy.
Yeah. Oh gosh, no, it's so fun seeing Rudeus at the same time be like, honestly, a pretty smart guy, and then also just the dumbest person ever. This has been a fun episode of just like, honestly, exactly what I would expect from like any ordinary school anime, right?
Signar, I thought this was a slower version of a song we'd heard before, but I don't think so. That's why I took the headset off for a second, just to listen.
Mhm. It's nice and relaxing for sure.
Oh, I can't really hear it now that I've had the headset back on. It's what I was indicating to you. So no more thoughts?
No, I was just like looking for like anything interesting there. What we got next time?
Well, our crew from Mushoku Tensei crosses over with 86
Oh
to
no!
fight the Legion. And or the Dragon God, I guess.
Things are apparently about to escalate very quickly at school.
It's the giant railgun dude versus the dragon guy.
Oh my gosh. So the thing is, like, I think the thing that I'm gonna be paying attention to here too is the greyrat stuff here. Because we have a new character, they're involved in royalty. The place that they're from is completely gone. He hasn't been back there in years. And he also already has an attitude.
I mean, we don't know. There's many branches of the greyrat family, apparently. So,
Apparently.
no telling where he's actually from or where he calls home these days.
Rudeus did say, like, from Paul's side of the family, but I guess that's more of a guess on his part.
Yeah, well, Paul's side of the family extends more than just the place he lives.
Yeah. Still, it is going to be interesting to see how that goes. And they did mention that he's there to make a play on the throne. So I guess the Noctis side does have at least enough influence despite whatever Paul has been saying.
If memory serves, it was his uncle that was helping the princess back when the older brother accuses him of possibly aiding her in trying to take the throne. So that guy lived in another kingdom that's further away from where all the teleportation shit happened. Because you remember that Fitz gets teleported there. So that would indicate that there's greyrats there. So as I said, there's greyrats more than just the one location that we saw two families in.
The rats, they get everywhere. So there's lots of fun, interesting things to look at. As far as the rest of his classmates outside of Cliff, like, I immediately had, like, the bullying vibe, but no, it's just upperclassmen feeling superior vibe, which seems to be everywhere in the school, honestly. Cliff, though, is Cliff is going to be Cliff. We're going to get more Cliff.
Well, yeah, he's a character in the show.
Right, but he's specifically a character who already has a grudge against Rudeus, and on first meeting didn't immediately like strike out at him. Like he's gonna be plotting. It's gonna be
You're
fun.
constantly thinking the worst of Cliff, and we've literally only met him in one episode.
I'm expecting him to be a horny teenager is what I'm expecting.
Eris isn't around. Who's he gonna put a show on for?
Himself and his ego, which he
Yeah.
had a lot of.
Yeah, he certainly looked like he had a lot of ego this episode.
Oh,
He
I mean,
went
I guess
out of
he's
his
in
way.
homeroom and he's bored and he's trying to study.
He went out of his
whatever.
way to tell Rudeus information he didn't have to, even expressing that he knew who he was. He's not acting like the guy you keep declaring that he is.
Right. I guess I'm holding like an expectation of him. Like I'm expecting certain things to happen or certain tropes. But the show, like even just like an episode or two ago, already like showed off that like it's perfectly willing to go off of that script and surprise me. So if it does, let's do it. Let's have Cliff and Rudeus just become the absolute best friends, and that'll be hilarious.
Well, I believe since 2 weeks from now, right? You're going to be out. That next week we're already planning to watch 3 episodes of this in a row. So I guess we're gonna be getting a speed run of what these relationships are like.
Hell yeah! So I'm down for that. Theta, you got any last thoughts here to wrap up with?
Nope.
All right, in that case, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up here for today. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin. That's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?